All right, well, what we got here is I believe it's a 98, or no, it's a 98 motor on a 2000 or 2001 frame, CR250. Top end just completely seized up. Still rolls, it'll still go into gear. My cousin actually bought this bike. I'm just gonna help him out, you know, throw some content on the channel, kind of bring up some other stuff here. I'm actually looking for a little project myself. I actually tried to buy this bike, got rejected on it, and then my cousin ended up buying it. Pretty funny. Kudos to him. We'll get her ripping and riding. I'm looking for like a KX250 or a CR250. Running, not running, doesn't matter. I enjoy doing this stuff. This is fun to me. So before I put the camera up, I drained out the coolant. Well, I started to drain the coolant. I did that. I took some of the plastics off on this side, took the exhaust off. Stupid easy. Just 2 springs on the front. There's a bolt right here and then a bolt there, and it should disconnect here at the muffler, but it didn't. The whole muffler just ended up separating right here. So maybe try and talk them into buying like a pro circuit or an FMF or something. Get rid of this guy. These things suck. As you can tell, they rot out real easy. So I'm gonna drain the fuel out of it and take the tank off, and then start disconnecting the carb and get some hoses and get that out of the way, and then probably start lifting off this jug. I'm gonna take off the little head here and see what happens here. Took the plug out of it. Somebody did that already, which is kind of concerning because how long did it sit without a plug in it? Who knows? I'm gonna take off this coolant hose here, and we'll see what happens here. It's not that bad of a bike. You can tell it's over the years has been messed with quite a bit. There's a lot of homemade stuff put on it. So I'm just gonna set this up on a time lapse and let her go.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Oh yeah. That bottom end is toast. Here, I'm gonna grab some needle nose.
Yeah, I definitely want to play later. I'll give you a call here like an hour or two. Alright, I'll talk to you.
This bottom end needs to be gone through. I wouldn't trust that.
Scared.
I just dropped it down in the case.
There's probably a million more pieces in there.
Oh yeah, something else gave too. It's not even the top end. The bottom end's locked up.
Now you gotta split the case.
Yep. I told him just to find a new motor.
Honestly,
You're gonna put so much money in this bottom end,
like the
bearings.
mini truck engine,
Yeah.
and something could be fucked up in the end.
I would buy a new motor to get this thing running, and then if you wanted to, take this thing, set it on a bench, tear it down, and have it as a backup. But
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Because I know he just put this bike back together not too long ago.
Are the rings seized, like, closed, or?
The rings don't look bad. Needle bearings are good too.
Yeah.
I know he just put this piston in here not too long ago. I know because, oh no, it's missing one needle bearing. So we're playing a little game of snatch the metal here. We've pulled out a little bit here already. That's just the snap ring for the wrist pin.
All right, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I think I've uploaded. Jesus crap, that's a freaking bumpy road. Anywho, so as you guys can see from the title, I bought a new truck. So far I love this thing, but I'm not gonna lie to anybody, I miss the 6.0. I just miss a diesel. I already miss it, and it's only been, I don't know, 2 weeks. This is definitely the smallest motor. This is definitely the only truck I've ever bought with like the smallest motor. This is definitely the smallest motor pickup I've ever owned. I've never owned a vehicle with this small of a motor. The smallest motor I've ever owned in a truck was a 3.5. And that was the, you know, same concept as this, but yeah, I miss the 6.0. I just miss the sound. I miss the power. I miss all of it. I don't know, some of you guys might be kind of upset that I got rid of it, but what I do for work and with what I got going on in life, I kind of need something a little bit more reliable and something that just drives a lot better. It handles the road a lot better. I drive a lot for work. I could drive anywhere from 150 to 300 miles a day. It's getting pretty rough in the 6.0. Other than that, I felt like maybe at the miles that were on that truck, the miles are kind of like where it'll nickel and dime you to death, and that's kind of seemed like what it was doing. You know, I put like $700 into the front end of that truck in like 2 weeks. I was chasing a problem I couldn't find with it, but yeah, it's gone, which I know it sucks. I don't know if it sucks for you guys, but it sucks for me. Justin spent a lot of money on that truck. I spent a lot of time and money on it too. You know, the KC Stage 3, the 205/30s, the Fast, the Sump. I did all kinds of stuff to it before. You know, like before, or last year I did a lot of stuff, glow plugs, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. But this thing, I'm not gonna lie to you though, I love it. It feels good. It's only got it only had 68,000 on it when I bought it. It's super comfortable. It rides really good. It handles the road good. It steers good. And I'm not gonna lie to you, for being a 2.7 liter, obviously it's twin turbo, it still has a lot of get up and go, and it's kind of torquey. It's really touchy. There's been a couple times where I've pulled off at a light and just it chirped the tires on an accident, because I don't know, I'm just not used to it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's definitely very torquey. So so this is what we got here on the dash. I took the CTS3 out of the 6.0. I want to say we hit like 15 pounds in this the other day. So we got up here on the dash. We're at 69,000 now. Sorry, it's probably not really good quality in here. I can maybe get her up in here a little bit more. Yeah, it's got the you know, Apple Play. It's whatever here on the radio. It's got the factory navigation, which I won't do because my phone's plugged in. Factory nav, which is kind of cool because I was looking for the door codes the other day, and you can actually change the door code in here as long as you know the original one. Luckily there was a tag in there still that had my door code, but I'll make a video on how to find this if anybody asks. If anybody needs it, just drop a comment below and I'll make a video on how to find the door code for this. I got all kinds of stuff in here, just everywhere already. That's how it goes. There's a little LED light in here too. USB ports. The glove box is huge. There's all kinds of stuff in here already. Not the glove box, the center console. This one is the XLT Sport, so it's got the black sport cloth in it. Back seats are pretty big. Seems a lot better for the kids. It's a little easier. Kind of like your basic truck, but we'll do some outside shots. We're at the car wash. I'm gonna wash her down really quick. So one thing I already did to the truck, which I had to do it on my 3.5 like instantly. The 3.5s are a little bit, there's a couple more steps to do it, but I already pulled the tube off the blow off valve to, you know, vent it to atmosphere. It's like great. Right there. They make a plug, or there's some companies that make a plug. This is the tube that it's connected to. It goes back into the intake, but they make a plug where you can just plug it off so nothing gets up in there. I ordered one. It just hasn't came in yet, but highlight door code. It's extremely dirty in here right now, but it's a nice truck for sure. It's just, I'm not used to, it's been a long time since I've owned a gas pickup, and I don't know, I'm trying to get used to it again, but we'll go for a little cruise here. We got the so we got the CTS3 in here. The coolant always usually runs around 200, and going from a diesel to these new gas trucks, it's kind of weird because these trans temps, they get hot, and it's normal for these trucks. Like, you hit 200 degrees in the 6.0, or, you know, most of other diesels, you got bad news, but it's just normal for these trucks. So I'm trying to get used to some of this stuff. There. I don't know, it rides good, and like I said, it's got a little bit of power, you know, for just being a 2.7. I think these trucks come with, I think it's 325 horse and 400 foot-pounds of torque. The 3.5s I think come with 365 or 385 and 425 foot-pounds of torque maybe, and then the 5.0 comes with like 400 horse and then the same amount of foot-pounds of torque as this, which is kind of crazy. But it's weird because it's almost like the it's, you know, obviously it's a turboed vehicle so you can feel it, but you can really feel these small baby turbos like kind of start to spool up and kick in, because you'll just be driving, all of a sudden it'll just kind of like, you know, pull you back a little bit and you can feel them spool up and then kind of kick in and start to take off a little bit. It's pretty cool. You can hear the blow off valve good, probably not on camera. It's actually pretty loud. I like the 3.5 setup because you got two that are atmosphered on each side of the. So I tried to record yesterday and I did a whole clip. It was like, I don't know, 10 minutes long, and tried to upload it to the computer and nothing was there. So you guys already seen like a little small clip or whatever, but trying to find a good spot here to maybe try and get on it a little bit. But like I said, with these turbos, they're really small. It's kind of neat how these motors work. Is the exhaust manifolds are integrated to the cylinder head, so technically is no manifold, so it's direct pressure right off of the exhaust, you know, right off the head right to the turbo. So I feel like that is a little less laggy. Maybe there's less tubing, there's less airflow that has to travel, or less travel for the airflow, I should say. So you do get, I think, a quicker response out of it, but until we find a good spot here. So I drove about, I don't know, 200 miles today. It was pretty much like all expressway and not really beating on it, but kind of getting on it a lot of places, and we're getting about 19 miles to a gallon. Filled up this morning, so kind of burned about a half tank today. Usually I feel like it's a little bit better than that. I've been driving with the auto start off. I don't really like it. It's kind of neat. It seems like if you keep turning it off, the computer will kind of like, I don't know if it just learns you're driving or how you want it to be, so it won't do it on its own. But here's a good little spot maybe. Nope, never mind. There's somebody right there. Don't want to die. I don't know if you heard the blow off valve or not, but I'll do a little clip outside the truck so you guys can hear that. Try and get a little like a 40 roll here. I got it in manual right now. Let's go from here. Alright, let's get on it. Well, I don't know. I can't really get on it anywhere around here just because I do live in the city now, so the traffic is pretty heavy. But some other cool things about these motors is I think the blocks are CGI or CDI. It's graphite, so the material's a little bit stronger, and that's why these motors are so compact. Is you don't have, like with the cylinder walls are a lot thinner, so the motors are going to be a lot smaller, the blocks. They're aluminum heads, so I think it's a little bit stronger. I think they're a little bit better than the 3.5s in my opinion, as like being like structural. They are direct injection engines, so instead of the motor spraying, you know, through the head, through the valves, you know, into the cylinder, they're right into the cylinder with the spark plugs, which is kind of bad and kind of good. So with being direct injection, you definitely got to put catch cans on these things, or oil separators, what some people want to call them. These valves get really dirty in these motors. I dealt with a lot of that on my 3.5, and I ended up putting a catch can on there, and I was surprised with the amount that came out every single time I dumped it. We'll do like a full video on pros and cons about these trucks. I want to give it a little bit of time, you know, maybe after like 10-15,000 miles, which will go pretty quick because I drive a lot. So yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do here, or let me know what you guys think would look better in your opinion if it was leveled on, let's say, some like 22x12s on some 305s or something, 305 45, or I've been looking at some lift kits for it, even like 6 or 7 inch lift for these trucks are like $2,200, even like rough country ones. So I'm not a big fan of rough country, so I think by the time it was all said and done with a 6-inch lift, we'd probably be like, I don't know, $3 grand into it, because I'm not using rough country shocks ever again in my life. I'd probably throw some like Fox BDS or something on it, but I'm kind of thinking maybe just stay more level to the ground. Maybe eventually down the road a lift, but I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. Let me know what you guys think. Just a little quick video just to try and keep uploading. I want to get back into regular uploading. I haven't done that in a while. There's a lot of stuff been going on, between work and the kids and family stuff, and doing stuff to the house. There's just been a lot. So I got some stuff on order. We'll be putting some of that stuff on here hopefully within like the next week or so, whenever it comes in. Stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you like this video, like it. If you're sad about me getting rid of the 6.0, you can still like the video, but I'm not gonna dislike you if you dislike the video. I get it. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll see you